Hey Missa, let's dig into this workout real quick. Spoiler alert, 140 looks real darn good. Um, Boom. Speed that sucker up. Nice breath. And that's a pretty nice straight vertical bar path that I can see anyway. I'm not seeing any toesiness here. I'm not seeing the heels or the toes coming up. So I'm pretty happy about it. If anything, the bar path is tracking back a little bit. That's going to be expected on a pretty heavy set. So overall, I like that a lot. Let's watch this last rep. This is where I can see what you're talking about with the toesiness. And let's deconstruct what's going on here on the ascent. So you hit the bottom there. And as we come up, as you're right here, your hips actually opened a good bit from the bottom position to the position we were just in, okay? Which means you were kind of leading out with the chest a little bit. Ideally, from this position, the hips would begin the ascent upward. That's going to cause reaction down the chain, so you'll see the hips open up, and the hip joint opens up, but the butt stays relatively stable and where in its position here. So that means that as you get to the sticking point here, you're going to have to open up the knee joint at a point where, if that happens, the bar will push forward of midfoot. See how that happens? That's why it's really important to lead out with the hips from the bottom, because if you open up the knee joint early in the motion, the bar will still stay in a straight vertical path, and you'll be able to open up all the joints while you do it. So that just pushed you a little bit forward on your toes on that last rep. The key here then is to lead out of the hole with the hips, right? Lead out with the hips, and then we will let everything else catch up, okay? Now, this bench press. I like the stability of these elbows here. Hard to argue with anything about this. That bar path is just exactly what a bench press's bar path should do. Great job reaching up with the chest to the bar, and I like that arch. Very good stuff here. And then we're worried about an erector tweak here. Look at that one more time. That's pretty darn good going straight up and down. Maybe saw a little flexion on that last rep there. Not really though. Yep, this is a pretty perfect example of what the deadlift ought to look like. I don't see anything that I would like to blame like back troubles on. If you would, please let me know how your back's feeling today or tomorrow. And if we need to adjust programming, then we will. All in all, pretty darn good workout there. Let's check out next week's programming, and I'll just go over sort of what we're doing with that. So for next week, we're going up in everything that should go up in. We're changing the press to a single at 70, so a heavy single, followed by a little bit more volume in the back offs. I'm hoping that the extra volume will keep propelling you forward. And we've got a little bit of extra volume with the bench press as well. We added that red band for the as many reps as possible chin up. and we'll just keep incorporating that until it eventually replaces the blue band. Work your way up from there. If you have any questions about the program or anything on it, please don't hesitate to let me know. Otherwise, you'll hear from me soon, okay?